This one, I don't even know why I'm tasting it. I'm keeping it in case somebody wants seeds or something. I will never ever, I'm gonna save a lot of the seed, but I'm not sure I'll ever grow it again, so crap. I'm gonna do it. Ah! It's so hot! Oh. This is a great sweet pepper here. It's a cowhorn type. It's very, very sweet, and it's turning quite orange. So this one over here may be even a little further along. So I'm going to take one of those. This one looks like green. There's quite a bit of fruit in here. This plant here is my selection. Both of these are Corbacci and Jimmy Nardello cross that I call Corbello. And there's a good bit of fruit in here of all colors. It's a beautiful plant, great taste. And so I'm going to take a couple red selections off of this one. I've got 3 plants in here, or maybe even 4. Yeah, 4. Terzetta Bella, and this is what Terzetta Bella looks like. There's a fairly ripe one. Can get a little bit redder, and one that's a little less ripe, and then less ripe, and then it turns, it's kind of almost a very cream, very tinged bit of green when they're first set. And Terzetta Bella is a breeding of mine, and she's awesome tasting. She's very sweet, but she also has complex flavors because of one of its parents. And I'll show you her parents now. In this bed here are the 2 parents. We'll start on the right. This is Lipstick. And Lipstick is almost like a small bell of sorts. Some people may call it a pimento. I really don't even know what a pimento is supposed to be to me. It's like a small bell, this particular one. And pimentos come in all kinds of shapes and sizes. I don't know how they define it, but this is Lipstick. It's supposed to be a really nice sweet pepper. I'm going to pull one of those off and to do a taste test, but you can kind of see the size of it. And after I pull them off, I'll do a comparison of the various sweet peppers, including it against its parent, its child. So that's one of the parents of Terzetta Bella, and that's Lipstick. This one next to it over here is the other one, and this is California Brine is what I called it. I've shortened it to Calibre, which is C-A-L, California, B-R-Y for Brine, California Brine. So Calibre is a Santa Fe type dehybridization of mariachi pepper that I did a long time ago. And this one has been ultra prolific for me, and it makes very awesome spiced peppers of about, I would say, between 800 and 1500 Scoville, about half that of a jalapeno. And I've recently tasted this one again and brought some to my family. that lives in Batesville, Mississippi, and they tried it, and they're not spice freaks, and it was hot to them, but I ate a whole pepper, and it was barely tingling my mouth, and I am not a spice person. So anyway, yeah, these are getting weighted down. I need to support them a little further, but I've got some good examples in here. I will probably take one or two off just to be in the review of the sweet peppers, but I'm not going to taste it. The really cool thing about this pepper is imparted the color range from light to orange to red that you see in Terzetta Bella, because its other parent, Lipstick, turns from green to red. It's a pretty red, but still green to red. And I like the color scheme as it ripens from the lighter, really light color to the dark cherry red color. It's really neat. No. I'm going to use a cutting board here and prepare kind of a display and functional evaluation by taking some slices off of the various sweet peppers here. And I've got the two hot here. I'll probably do a little bit of that. I'm certainly not going to eat this one. I'll probably just touch it to my tongue because I know better. I've already done that. I just barely bit the bottom of one, and it just, oh my gosh, I can't believe people eat that hot stuff. I mean, that is extremely hot. Anyway, so this is what it looks like. I'm going to cut them up now, and we'll go outside and do kind of I'll speak in front of the camera about tasting these, and I'll do it in real time instead of now ahead of time. I've tasted all of these, so I have an impression, but a comparison I haven't done, sitting down and trying them one right after the other. So let's do that. Before I sit down and discuss and taste these in front of you, I wanted to show you generally what it looks like, and specifically what the cut appearance looks like, and also the thickness of the walls. And from what I can tell, comparing these three are very similar in the thickness of the walls. I mean, you can tell me if you see something different. Whereas the Jimmy Nardello on this particular pepper is probably 1/5, or about, I don't know, 20% of these. It's quite a bit thinner. It's I'll bring it up here and show you that in comparison to mine, Terzetta Bella. And that is one of the things that Jimmy Nardello is known for, is I guess a frying pepper, sweet pepper, is being thin walled. Now, one I did taste was thicker walled before, so I will check a couple others from the peppers in the two different plants that I have growing, just to see if one plant has thicker walls than others, or if it varies between pepper to pepper. So anyway, you get an idea what it looks like. 3 ripened to red. This one's ripened to orange. And this one, I'm sorry, these two ripen from yellow to red, and this one from green to red. Let me get behind the camera now, and we'll just do a taste test, and I'll tell you what I think. All right, I'm trying to get this in the picture, plus me in the picture at the same time. So the close-up on this is going to have to do with, it's just going to have to be what it is and how distant it is. This is an Italian sweet type pepper breeding. This one is well, it's not commercial, but it's a very well known variety called Lipstick, which is known for being sweet. This is Terzetta Bella. This is a breeding of mine that is, one of the parents is Lipstick, and this is a cross between Jimmy Nardello and Courbaki that Jim at Midwest Gardener bred. He put out from a second generation plant. He gave seeds for sale. that were F3. So these seed that I say from this will be the 4th generation, and I'll carry it out whatever. There'll be some inconsistencies between each one a little bit, and I'll select what I prefer all the way out to open pollinated. So those are the types of peppers that you're looking at. They're all classified as sweet, and meaning they have no spice at all. One of the parents of Terzetta Bella is my variety I call Calibre, which is California Brine shortened now, and it is a dehybridization. I think I've already said this, but anyway, it's a dehybridization of the mariachi pepper, which is an AAS winning hybrid Santa Fe Grande type pepper, and it is a little bit sweet on its own, and I will do a little bit of a taste test of Calibre too after this, but it's sweet on its own, but it has some complex flavors that for some reason it's just kind of hard to get some of the complex flavors from a pure sweet pepper. A lot of times you have to get into some spice levels to get the complexity, and I'm going to talk about that, I'm sure, when I taste test Terzetta Bella, because it has some of the complexity, but it's sweet. So I'm going to start from this side and go this way. We'll start with the Corbello, which is a Jimmy Nardello Carbacchi pepper. Very sweet. The skin to, I don't know if you call it pulp, skin to flesh. The skin is detectable, but it's very sweet. It's very good. It's got a high sugar content. We'll try Terzetta Bella next. Very thick-walled. And that's really good. Much better mouthfeel than Corbello. Not quite as sweet, for sure, not quite as sweet, but it also has, well, both of these do not have a green pepper type taste. Essentially all sweet peppers I've ever tasted, especially in the immature stage, the green or the lighter color, or whatever the case may be, it has like what I call the bell pepper or green pepper taste, which is distinct, I think, to all of them until you get to the ripening stage. When you get to the ripening stage, some other things happen to the pepper that allow it to become sweeter, and it removes a lot of that taste, that green pepper taste that I was talking about. Both of these don't have it. So advantage of this one is it's a little bit sweeter. It's got a disadvantage is it's got more skin in the or feel when you're chewing it. It's like a little bit chewier, less melt in your mouth. You got to chew it. Terzetta Bella is better in that regard, that you don't have. Let me taste another one. I tasted a bunch of those. Refresh my taste. Not much skin feel in the mouth. It's like, I don't know how to explain it, like the eating watermelon and getting closer to the rind, or just eating the center of the watermelon. It's kind of it's smoother. Is that a good word? It's very good, and it has complexity to it that this one doesn't have, that Corbello It's got complexity. I wonder what that's going to taste like grilled. But I can detect some of the other parent, not this parent, but the other parent, some of those flavors coming through, a little bit of those. And I'll do a little bit of a taste test of the hot ones for you. Okay, this is lipstick. It's been compared to an apple. I don't know that I agree with that, but I'm going to taste it for you right after tasting this one. Huh. I would have thought it would have been sweeter than this one. It's not as sweet. And it's got a very tad bit of green pepper taste to it. I don't remember that from before. I'm wondering if it's a specific pepper. It doesn't taste as good. That is so weird, because I guess before I tasted that one, I would have described it differently maybe. I'm tasting Terzetta Bella. I'm going to go back to this one. Oh yeah. Better mouthfeel, sweeter, more skin. These two, I would eat them for different things. This one's more pleasant and complex. This one's really good just as a sweet pepper. And this one's, I really thought that this one's gonna blow me away. All right, now let's taste test the Italian sweet. Wow. That's actually very good. That's really actually good. This one's sweeter than lipstick. I was surprised. It has a very small tinge taste of pepper to it, but detectable. Not as much as this one, because they're both next to nothing. But it has a really good mouthfeel. These three have the best mouthfeel. This one I think is the best. This one's the second best. And then the last, as far as mouthfeel go. Sweetness goes, this is the sweetest, second sweetest, third sweetest, and fourth. Now, I gotta taste this one again. That one's actually surprisingly good. I expect it to be closer to like a bell pepper sweet. This one's sweet, and this one would rock as a stuffer. It's got the size to it. It's got great sweetness to it. Still got a tinge of a bell pepper taste to it. Let me go through the spectrum again for a final review. Sweet, sweetest. Pretty sweet, not quite as sweet as this one. Probably not even close to as sweet, but very sweet. I mean, this one is very sweet. This one's very, very good. It's got other flavors than sugar. The lipstick. I'm evaluating this not only for you, I'm going to look back on this when I go to make selections and stuff later on, so that's why it's so lengthy. That one's okay. It's my least favorite. I'm surprised, honestly, with lipstick. That one's better than lipstick, but not much. It's very close. There is a subtle difference in overall taste, and they both have a very slight pepper taste. Terzetta Bella doesn't have a pepper taste. Maybe a little bit, but it's like hidden in some other flavors. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab 4 more of the same pepper and just get a test to validate these 4 that it's not specific to the pepper. All right, I went out to the garden actually just now, and I picked 4 very fresh. The others I let sit on the counter for 2 or 3 days just to see if they would ripen a little bit more. So let me get a direct from the plant example, and we'll go beast mode. No fancy cutting or anything like this. This is Corbello. Sweetness is good. We'll do Italian sweet now. A big bite of that is almost like biting into a watermelon. You have such a big bite in your mouth, and then you start chewing it, it just floods with the sweetness. And then the pepper comes back in, a little bit of a pepper taste. It's very good. This one may be a teensy bit better than this one, actually. Now, the lipstick. It's good. The extra bite, the big bite, tells me a little bit. This one's actually a little sweeter than lipstick, which is really surprising to me. And lipstick has a little bit more of the green pepper taste, which is also very surprising to me. Now, Terzetta Bella, I saved mine for the last, my pride and joy. Almost like a melon taste. It's really weird. Such a big bite. Initial explosion of melon. So much better than lipstick. I can't explain that either, because I picked lipstick as a parent to bring in sweetness. And I honestly didn't think my other pepper, the other parent, would have that sweetness or enhance the sweetness or whatever. Maybe it was selections. I don't know what to tell you. I'll go ahead and rank this, and then I'll do the hot pepper test of sorts. I'll bring it out here. My number 1 overall choice is mine, Terzetta Bella. Number 2 is Corbello. Number 3 is Italian Sweet. Number 4 is Lipstick. Surprising, because I would have never guessed that. I would have thought for sure Lipstick would have been number 2. Anyway, yep, the Corbello is sweeter. It's the sweetest. second sweetest, third sweetest, fourth sweetest. So that's it. Let me do a quick just show you and taste of the 2 spicy peppers that I'm growing. I'm not a hot spicy pepperhead type of guy. In fact, I'm a tomato guy overall. I do enjoy peppers. My wife Gina loves peppers. We love cooking with peppers. It provides a different flavor profile to dishes that tomatoes or anything else can't provide. We have a lot of frozen peppers in the refrigerator or freezer right now, and we just use the hound out of them. So snacking pepper, snap one of these off the line, off the plant, and just continue and go. They're all fairly prolific. Number 1, probably number 2, number 3, and number 4 for overall production. So back to the spices. These are the 2 spicy. Here is Calibre, C-A-L-I for California, B-R-Y for Brian, shortened California Brian to Calibre. And this one, this pepper came in a package of a variegated pepper, but this one came out dark, nothing at all like any of the other peppers that came out of the package. I don't know what it is, but it is spicy as hell. So I'm going to put the camera up here, just kind of do it in real time. And I'll get around to making sure that I'm in the picture as much as I can. And I'm going to do a taste test. I don't want to do this one because it fired me up the last time. But I'll go ahead and I'll do the little bitty end on the end there. Okay, like I said, this one is one of the parents. Calibre is one of the parents of Terzetto Bella. It's amazing. It has a lot. Terzetto Bella has a lot of the flavors that came with this one. This one's sweet, not nearly as sweet as Terzetto Bella. So I guess when the parent that I bred, the lipstick plant that I bred Terzetto Bella to, was better than the one I trialed today and taste tested for you. So yeah, I could eat these. I can feel it on my tongue. It's less hot than your average. Have you ever had a chili relleno at a Mexican restaurant? Sometimes you get them where they're mild. Sometimes you get them with no heat at all, but most of the time they're mild, medium heat. Sometimes they can get really hot. I remember one time I was like, I can't eat this. This is way too hot for a poblano. But anyway, yeah, this is less hot than your average chili relleno. So if you like a little bit of spice and a good flavor, that's a good one to have. This one, I don't even know why I'm tasting it. I'm keeping it in case somebody wants seeds or something. I will never ever, I'm gonna save a lot of the seed, but I'm not sure I'll ever grow it again. So crap, I'm gonna do it. It's so hot. Oh. Oh my God. I need a moment. How long does it take this shit to go away? Whew. Oh man, I drank a glass of milk and it still burned the shit out of me. Oh golly. But I want to wrap up this video. It sickles, man. It's all over. It's on top of my mouth. It's on my tongue. It's making me gag. I'm sweating and tearing. What is wrong with you pepperhead people? What the shit, man? That was hotter than, I don't think I've ever tasted anything that hot. The last time I just touched it to my tongue. I should not have chewed on that. I think I'm getting to a point where I can talk pretty good now. Anyway, I'm gonna save the seed from those, wearing freaking gloves. I'm not touching little man at all. After touching that, man, that was hotter than I expected. It just whack. It's like hitting the face with a brick. Anyway, I'll save seed from that in case any of you chili heads want to grow it and taste test it for yourself. I don't know what pepper, where it came from, but it is gazillion a word. It's a gazillion times hotter than a jalapeno. It's hot. I don't know where it ranges on the Scoville, but it's up there pretty good. I remember one time I had like an 8 at a Thai food restaurant. They asked me a spice level and I thought I could handle it. And I tried 8 and it set me on fire pretty bad. I couldn't finish the rest of it, but this is hotter than that. So, oh, are my lips swelling? They feel like my lips are swelling. Anyway, idiot eats a pepper. This is Brent, you guys. It's starting to come down some. The milk helped a lot. Anyway, if you like the video, I would say I hope you got a good laugh. That's the only thing I like about it. Nah, that's not true, but if you like the video, please share it. It helps me get my channel going around the internet and growing, hopefully. Whew, it's 98 degrees outside. It feels like 140. I'm drenched. Anyway, please like and subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you in the next video.